Is there anything more honest in a man's life than the reflection they see in the mirror? So I'm gonna ask you, who do you see? What do you see when you look in the mirror? And I'm not gonna say, and I'm not asking what your wife sees, your kids see, what coworkers see, what society sees. I'm asking, what do you see when you look in the mirror? Because the mirror is honest. It has no reason to lie. It has no ability to lie. It reflects the light, the dark, the good and the bad. You got a light that's shining in you, the mirror is gonna show you. If you're running from a dark void behind you, it's gonna show you that too. It's just, how do you interpret what the mirror shows you? Are you attuned to the wavelength that's right there? Because sometimes we show up to the mirror wearing a mask, wearing disguise. We show up not honest. So it reflects back something that we can't really use. We try to use it, but we can't. And that's where that reflection becomes a horrible thing. Because the only person that you can really count on to answer that question is you. And the only way you can look into your eyes, because they say the eyes are the key to the soul, is through that mirror. Nobody else around you is going to be as honest as what that mirror shows you. So again, what do you see when you look into that mirror? And a big part comes down to the questions you ask when you're looking in that mirror. I'm Jack, and this is the Second Intermission. And this channel is for men 45 to 55 who are starting to ask different questions. So yeah, again, what do you see? Who are you? What answers do you get when you look into that mirror, honestly, without a mask, and ask the right questions? Who am I? What am I here for? What have I learned? What do I still need to learn in order to help the people that I care about? Those real solid questions that come from the willingness to be raw, the willingness to be as unguarded as you can, the willingness to take a true, honest answer. Because that reflection could be ugly. There's some scars that don't go away. Some blemishes that just honestly get worse. Because we all have had difficult times. And some of us have had more difficult times than others. So I'm gonna stop you right there, because I know someone's gonna say, well, I have this going on, I had that. And I can't see, and I don't have the foresight to know every single problem that every person has gone through. Some of them, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. And I feel for everyone who has one of those problems. And some of my problems would be problems that you wouldn't want to digest. But problems aren't the problem, because we all have them. You just got to learn to put them in the proper perspective. Learn how that reflection either eliminates those problems, mitigates those problems, makes them worse, or amplifies them. And I heard something a long time ago. And as you get older, you start seeing things in 10-year, 20-year, 30-year clips. So I might have heard this 20 years ago, but it was something that stuck with me. And it was, I choose daily. And it was, I choose daily to be wealthy. But it doesn't have to be just about wealth. It could be just about anything. But it lets you know that so much of what we do is based on the choices we make, based on the questions we asked, based on that reflection we see in the mirror. And if you want to be a better person, if you want to know more about yourself, and in turn, if you want to be able to help the people around you, you got to ask those solid questions. You can't be afraid to get those answers. Because I want to say something that I think everybody has seen. Everybody's seen an animal, a cat, a dog, walk up to a mirror. And when they see it, they jump back, they recoil, because they see another animal. They don't see themselves. They see something to fight with, something to engage, something to run away from. They see something to play with. And that's what I think a lot of us do. We look at the mirror and we don't actually see what the mirror is reflecting. We jump back, we recoil, we engage, but we don't accept and embrace. And that's what we need to do, because that reflection is us. It's one of the most raw us that we can ever get. So that's my lesson that I've learned from watching a cat walk up to a mirror. They don't see themselves, but we do, or we should, or we need to. We walk up to that mirror and we know that we're not going to get a lie. We're not going to get some spin. We're not going to have somebody give us what we want because we have something that they want. We don't have a subordinate. We don't have a child or a wife. We don't have somebody who's even loving of us, because the mirror doesn't love us. It has no reason to hold back and give you a white lie. It's going to tell you honestly. There's a hole in your soul. You ask the mirror honestly, it's going to reflect that. It's going to tell you. So that's why I think the mirror, being asked an honest question, is the key to becoming a better person. Becoming the type of person that is unafraid to be vulnerable, to be naked in a world that needs you to wear a costume, be a different person. And nothing good comes from trying to be something, someone that you're not. Nothing good comes from trying to solve problems that you're not equipped to solve. I think that fundamentally is where a man comes into his own. When they can see that reflection and know, I got shortcomings, I have inadequacies, but I have strength, I have resilience, I have the ability to become a better person. Because the mirror will show you that there is a better person in there. It will let you know there's a shining reflection. The only question is, can you see it? Do you see it? Do you want to see it? And I don't know. Sometimes that mirror scares us. Because before we become the person that we want to be, based on that reflection's help, we got to go through all the layers of the person that we're ashamed of, the person that made mistakes, the person that didn't know the answer to the question when maybe they should have. But there's power in accepting who you are. And that's the key to becoming who you want to be. Because the mirror will show you, it'll let you know that person's there. But if you can't look yourself in the eye and take what you see, you're never gonna embrace that proper reflection. So who are you and what do you see when you look into that mirror? I'm Jack. And this is the second intermission, where smooth life creates rough ice. And I'm finally proud of who I see on the other end of that mirror.
I don't ask for too much.